Hi guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so today I figured to go ahead and go live and to show you guys a little bit, or actually to do an updated gear haul. So basically to show you guys a little bit about why and the different types of gear that I have and to help handlers out in a way to see what they could or could not use in the gear. Now, I do have lots of gear. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. But I'm going to show you the things that I use a lot. And then while I'm also doing this, I'm also organizing my gear. So, yeah. Let me take everything out of this one drawer and we'll get started. So the drawer that I'm currently working on is for leashes and collars and the things to hold and keep a hold of. So yeah. So the very first thing is actually a leash and a tree pouch combined. So this is the leash part, and then this is the fanny pack. This actually connects onto the little ring here. Technically, it's supposed to connect right here somehow, but I don't know how, so I'm not even going to get into that. I really like this leash. This is like my all-time favorite leash of all time. I barely use it because it is pink, but then on top of that, I'd like to match my gear. And we don't really have a lot of gear that's pink. So this is like my pride leash, might as well say. But yeah. All time, and I do really like this leash and the tree pouch as well. I use it, like put my medications in here if I don't want to have like my medications in my purse. But yeah, I mean, it's a really good leash. I'm trying to grab all the leashes and collars. And bracelets. All right. I think that's all. Yes. Besides, I have gear over there that I'll show you guys as well. All right. So there's one. So the very next one is just, I technically use this for my other dog because it's kind of a little bit big for me. but I still use it. It's a Braver Hounds leash. It's very adjustable. It can be over the shoulder, and it is a double handle leash as well. Got a built-in track lead, which I do like if I am working my dog with this leash. It can be around the waist. It can also be just a dog handle. That's very adjustable. Or it can be a leash that you really, really hold, and it's like a recall long line. But this is an all-time favorite. I'm starting to like Biothane a lot more than webbing leashes. So these are my all-time go-to now. Still do have webbing leashes. That's why I don't use webbing as much, because I like Biothane more. My very next one is a Vibrant Life fake Biothane. It's a waterproof leash. I do like the handle, but it's also kind of really hard, so I don't use this leash as much, but I really do still keep it on hand. Where I live at, it does rain a lot, so that's another reason why I don't like webbing, because it does stink when it gets wet. And Biothane is stink proof and also very easy to clean. So even though this leash is not really Biothane, it still works for when it rains, and it's a really decent leash. I very much do enjoy this leash. So the very next one, this is actually my long line. This is also Biothane. So it's a 10-foot Biothane long line. And the reason why I have this is for training, but also for the beach. Biothane is a really great idea if you're going to the beach, and having a long line as well is wonderful if you're going to the beach, because the fact, well, your dog is still leashed, but they can do whatever they want and still enjoy the fun. The other thing I like about Biothane is, once again, it's sink proof. It's easy to wipe off if it gets dirty. But the other reason why long lines are a really great idea is for recall training. Also for dog parks. Basically anything that you need. Now, the only reason why I'm rolling this up is because it's 10 feet. So this is a very long leash. I like to use a 10-foot leash for recall training because, well, it's a really great idea for training purposes, but also to get them used to being on a leash, but they can still do whatever they want. Well, not whatever they want, but we all know what I mean. It's a really great leash. I recommend this shop. It's Nicole on Facebook. Her dog's name is Max. Very sweet handler. So yeah, I love. I actually have 3 leashes from her. The very next one is by the same shop. This is just a regular, I think, 6-foot hands-free leash. Like regular dog walking leash. I very much love this leash. It's a really great leash, and it's very vibrant. This is Maggie's walking dog leash. So this is what we use when we go on a walk and stuff like that, because, well, like I said, I love Biothane. very next one is our wheelchair leash. So this is actually made out of webbing. Basically what I use is a piece of like quick release buckle that's plastic, and it adjusts. This goes around my wheelchair, clips, and then stays on my wheelchair, or I can have this in my hands, and this clips to Maggie's collar or prong, whatever I use. Really great leash. I love this. Maggie, here. Give me one moment. All right, so the next one is kind of simple, but it's basically my training tools thing. So basically a lot of my training tools go in this, but not all of them. So yeah. So the very first one is a Gentileator. This is a head collar that goes around her nose like a horse halter. I don't really use this as much as I used to because of this keep turning on my service dog. But this is still a great training tool if you want to have your dog off leash, well, on leash, but not have as much correction or any correction actually, because you're not supposed to correct on a head collar. Many people do. I really hate them when they do it. So this is a head collar that just goes on her face, and the leash tacks down here. And this one just helps me with directional cues when she is guiding me through places. Now we do have a brand new head collar that's actually in here. This is a piece of it. The piece that is actually able to be removed, so I can use this the collar itself that goes with this, with a different type of training tool if I wanted to. That's what I used it with today. That's why it's not attached. But this is a Biothane custom made head collar by a shop on Facebook. And I gotta find the name. If Facebook loads. Oh, it's D. Lily's Dog Gear Shop. I just now remembered. So this is the collar itself. I currently today use as an e-collar strap for my e-collar. And this is also Biothane. Like I said, this is removable. So this can be taken out of my e-collar. Taking out my e-collar, and then there's a collar itself. I made sure to make it very, 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 very adjustable for also my next dog for in the future. So this can be an everyday collar or a flat collar, like a flat collar or a knee collar or just a head collar itself. So I made sure to make it adjustable as possible. So basically how this back piece turns into a flat collar, like into the head collar, slide this through. And then slide this down the bottom. And then slide this up into the other side. Keep sliding this. And then this goes on the back. And there I go. And so with this also has a safety clip that can also be used as a pull strap. So this kind of buckles down. This can be used as a pull strap, a safety clip that clips to a flat collar, or a pull strap, or even a longer or leash extender. Today I use this as a pull strap. But this is a really great head collar. I very much love this. I bought this as my birthday present to myself. And basically what I do for the back, since it's extra, slide this through the back, and there I go. Very much love this. Well worth the money. She charges $45 for this. But the other thing that you can also do, if you're like me, you want to still use the head collar, but you also want to use a knee collar. What I have found out that I like doing, because I don't like having multiple collars on my dog. She has an everyday collar that she wears when she works, and a patch collar that I'm trying to start getting her to use is slide this through, so it still sits right behind her ears. And then slide this through. Slide that through there. There's that. There's that. And that slides through there. That way it still sits in its spots and it's not sitting awkward or too high up or anything. I'm still learning how to do it this way. I'm not going to wake her up because she just fell asleep to show you guys, but this is basically how it would be on her. As I'm still learning to do it this way, or I may send it back to her and see if she can make like a separate attachment for her e-collar to go on this. But yeah. That's what I may actually do. See if she can make another strap for this. But yeah, still very much love this. We use the Mini Educator e-collar technologies. The next thing that we have is our working prong collar, because we have finally got down to a 2.25 Hermspringer prong. We were using a 3.0 in the past, but we no longer use it unless it's medically necessary or she has a bad day. But this is a 2.25 Hermspringer prong collar. Yes, prong collars are very controversial throughout the community of dog owning, but I swear prongs are not hurtful at all. I have put this on me, and this does not hurt. It does have a plate that changes the direction. They say that this is not a trachea plate, but it does kind of protect the spot right here and helps provide even pressure points on both sides. Contradicting the ones that go in one direction, I do not like those. The very next thing is our chain martingale by the brand Max and Neo. The only reason why I took off this was because the branding was because I was using this as our everyday collar in the past. Now we use a 5 collar series 3. And so we had a little fit bark on here, which we still do use, but not as much. Just sits on that collar because I like the brand's Phi a lot better. And I don't need to have a natural collar on her that could possibly hurt her. Yes, she still has to have a collar on, but it's a Phi flat collar. We are going to be working on getting a chain martingale and biothane for that here soon. I'm just waiting for the pieces to come in so I can ship that off to D Lilies and get that made. But I very much do less of this. This is our working collar. I'm not a big fan of the color. It is green, but we do have a couple green sets coming in within probably in the near future. So this is actually what she's going to be wearing for our wedding. Because yes, I am getting engaged. I am engaged. As you guys do not know, I did get engaged in Disney on my birthday. Meg was there, and I very much enjoyed it. So now we have a set coming in the near future that's going green. Contradicting that prong collar, as I told you, this is her old prong collar. This is the Hermspringer 3.0. This is the prong that Maggie used for a very long time. She didn't need as many prongs, but it still gave us the use that we needed. Very great prong. Don't complain at all. It really did help when I needed it. Did also save my life a couple of times when someone tried to take her prong off. But in order for them to take this off, they actually have to come up to her and slip. Really great prong. The very next one is a 3.0 choke chain or chain slip chain collar. So it's basically a training tool that we do not leave one. A lot of people do use these as everyday collars. I don't see a point. Yes, I did use that in the past as an everyday collar. But I now don't. I only use this as a training tool. And basically, this is just like on the days that we're having a really good day, we don't need a prong. but I would still want to have a correction on her because I don't like attaching a leash to a fight. And I store everything, like all of her extra prawns that we've gotten, all in this. I even have a extra e-color technologies knob, some sugar juice packets if I ever need to, and extra prawn links, because you can never go wrong with having too many prawns. You never go wrong with having too many prawns. The other reason why I'm not getting rid of this is because, once again, on my next dog, I'm going to need this precise prong. I will be getting a Greater Swiss and a Labrador Retriever in my near future. I will be tandem teaming in the near future, so I'm going to need 2 prong collars. So the Labrador will be wearing a 3.0, and the Greater Swiss will also be wearing a 3.0 for a bit. Not until they're old enough, though. Once they're old enough and they start learning the concept, yes, they will go down to a 2.25 Herm Springer, and that's what Maggie's working on. This is her prong, and the only prong that she uses. I make sure to have extra links just in case for my next few dogs. But if I ever need it to, that's how big it would be on the next dog. So it's about the size of my neck. Well, actually. Be necklace spray. Once again, improper fitting. This is how it should be. This is how it's not supposed to be. No dog should hang down like this to where it's just an everyday necklace or an everyday collar. It should be fit and snug. One, two, three, four. I had 14 prongs in this. That's how I know. 7 on each prong, on each side. Because I like having that plate in the middle. And we all know that it's Herm Springer because it says Springer. And then Springer. I will never use one of those cheap ass prongs ever again. Never. Really great prong on collar. Love it. Will always use it for the rest of my life. If ever needed. Head collars, biggest thing I will always use. All of my dogs will be using e-collars, head collars. They will learn all of the training tools. All of them. There will never be a day that they will never have a training tool on them. Unless it's a really good day and I don't feel like putting a training tool, they will still have it. Then I even have an easy walk harness that's over there, which you guys will see. I don't use it because I've heard a lot of controversials, but yeah. And the only reason why these don't stay in here is because these have the charge. Very next leash is actually a guide dog leash for guide dogs from the blind. She's not a program dog. She is owner trained, but Guide Dogs for Blind does sell their leashes on their websites for service dogs and for pets. I highly recommend these for service dogs only because it is leather. But it's also a really great leash if you like small things, you like the feel of leather. Leather can sometimes break, and it is hard to condition and clean, but I do recommend these. So the very next leash is actually Maggie's first dog leash ever. This was her first service dog leash. Well, not service dog. This is the leash I got her with when I adopted her. As you can see, it's very frayed, very old. Will I ever get rid of this leash? No. This is her leash that she will be buried with. Same with the collar. I still have that collar. This is the collar that she came home with. Do I hate having this collar? No, because these are the leashes and collar that she came home. This is the memory of her. So when she passed away, she'll go with this. And these will actually go on my wall. So the very next one is just an e-collar strap for her e-collar. Just a simple black one. Also waterproof. I do have another one as well. This is the one that she was using with her e-collar. As you can see, the little indentation of her e-collar. We still like to use this when we have our orange set up. We have a 2-inch all access canine gear Velcro collar that's also handled. This is a really great collar. I love having Velcro collars that are handled just in case of the emergency. If a dog comes after her, I can pick her up, like pull her if I need to get me in front or whatever. She does not pull or anything. She does not bite, but I like having the handle collar feel. And the Velcro can be really great need for service work. Biothane 5-inch traffic lead in the color purple. Love purple on her. Teal and purple and teal and black is my sets. This is the only purple I have right now. I'm getting a purple and teal set in the near future as well. It's for my parents' memory. So this is the one thing I have for that. So the very next one is another Pride leash. It's by the brand Packed Parties. I bought this at Walmart. It's just a regular dog leash that's very small, rainbow. So rope leash. I like the feel of rope as well. I do have 2 rope and a couple not braided. Paracord it. And I even have a set that is paracorded. that you will see. But I very much love this. So speaking of paracord, this is a black and teal paracord leash. So on one side, it's black on the outside and teal on the bottom. And then on the other side, it's black, teal on the back, on the sides, and then teal down the middle, black down the middle. Very much love this leash, and I traffic lead as well. Very cute, very stylish. So going with that, I do have that leash as well. So this is a very long, but I very much love this leash. It's the same colors as teal and black, but it's a square type of paracording. Very much love this. It's stretchy, but it's not stretchy as much. And I like the feel of it. Some leashes I have sensory issues with when it comes to paracord. Not this one, but I do like it. And I like how small the clips are, and D-rings are, so they're not as big and bulky. And it's also extremely lightweight too. So going off with those as well, is a TSA friendly paracord leash. That's hands-free, red, white, and blue. My colors are also red, white, and blue for her. I'm in a military fiance and military daughter. But I do support the military. So red, white, and blue is the way to go for me. The very next one is a 5-foot rope hands-free leash that's very adjustable. Very lightweight, very sturdy, but not sturdy enough to where it's going to break. It is tie-dyed, so I do have to re-dye it here soon. But I very do much love this leash, and it's very thick to where my leash straps won't slip and slide. So the very next one is another patch collar. This is the patch collar that I actually made. It's not the best. I was still learning. I'm still learning. This was one I made with my sew machine. It is the very first patch collar that I made adjustable. I am holding on to some gear for my one friend. So a lot of this gear will be going out in the near future. But not until her dog gets older. But I still very much do love this collar to where it's sturdy, but it serves its purpose. So the other patch collar is something like that, but it's not as much. It does not have a clasp or any type of adjuster. It adjusts by Velcro. So this is actually made for my friend. This is a smaller one. So the whole entire thing is Velcro on the sides. You can make a patch on it. And then there you go. And what I also like how I made this is it's very easily to travel with. So roll it up. There you go. Very next leash is another rope webbing hands-free leash. It was longer. I made it into a double handle leash. Just by tying a knot. And this is red, white, and blue. Very next leash is just a blue webbing lead, very long. Here's her Christmas leash. And she has a collar to match this one. So this is another her leash that she may wear since it is Christmassy with the collar. Very much love this. We have a dog car seats, seatbelts. Seatbelt comes through here. It's not the best, but it's something I have for right now. I also like it as a track light because it's reflective. Very next leash is something that I started tearing apart because I didn't really like it. I'm going to make it a lot better than the who made it. It's a breakaway leash. So the leash actually breaks away when she needs to go do her go get help. I did not like this leash because it was crossbody and it was also black. Either make it or the next leash is starting to also fall apart. This is a just regular track lead. Like I said, it's starting to fall apart. I'm going to start using the parts here soon for my own stuff, but until then, till it breaks, I'm going to keep using it. And what I also like about it is D-ring, flip the leash on, there's a double handle leash. Very next one is a goat halter that we like to use sometimes for training purposes. If I really want her to be closed, she uses this, or if I can't find her at collars. Goat halters are a wonderful training tool if you cannot also afford a dog head collar because they're a lot cheaper. Very next one is a Pride flat collar. So this is what my cousin made for her for Pride Month. Wonderful flat collar, very, very, very adjustable. This is going to be a collar that my next dogs will also use because once again, we do support the LGBTQ+ family because I do have family that is in the community. So once again, it's also a great way to make a around the waist leash, which I'm thinking about also turning this into, so it's not just a flat collar, it's also to go around my waist like a belt. Because I do have a tiny, like a tiny waist. But very cute, very, very subtle. Love the collar. No, cannot complain. I just can't. Okay, very next one is just a black reflective collar, also waterproof. So the very next one is just this pink Kong dog harness. It does have a handle. I use this to help her load up into the car if she needs the assistance, or also as counterbalance or wheelchair pull assistance. Because yes, the handle is attached, but it's meant to be pulled and help up. A lot of handlers do go for this harness because it is a wide front. So this actually protects the shoulders and the joints, but it's not going to hurt the dog if you needed assistance. Kong is always a great brand to go for gear. And Ruffler. So the very next one is a Dollar Tree leash. I got this when I was working at Dollar Tree. It's a 5-foot small dog lead that I tied into a double handle leash. Love my double handle leashes for mostly because of guide work, but also balance work because she is a mobility dog. Another traffic lead. So the very next one is this 2-inch camo dog collar. So this is a collar that is mostly, it's a belt type. I like my belts a lot better due to my joints. Would I ever use this on her for working? No, it's mostly for play or to make her look aggressive. Is she aggressive? No, but with her neck, she should be technically wearing a 2-inch and not a 1-inch or even 3/4. But I don't really like 2 inches on her that much. Do I still have them? Yes. But it's because it pleases people to stay away from her. Because people wear 2-inch. So the very next one is definitely a working dog harness. And it's a Dean and Tyler search and rescue style. I did add extra Velcro to it, so it's not as much as like it should be. So the top Velcro and the shoulder Velcros were not here. This Velcro was on both sides, on this side and on this side. But I added extra Velcros for extra Velcro pouch space. What I like about this is regular dog harness, no pull harness, or momentum harness, wheelchair assistance harness. It's sickly pleasing. And then I got a pull strap to go with. So next one is just a regular braided pull strap in pink and teal. The very next one is our working dog leash. This is Fire Thing by Nicole. It has 2 leash straps on it right now. Service dog on one side and training on the other. Medical alert on one side, and then the symbols. We have other leash straps, but I'm not getting into those because those are put up and that thing, and I will get into that later. Next one is a paracord pull tab. This is a double dog leash that I also use as a safety clip for her prong. Because it simply actually worked out perfectly. Collapsible water bowl. That's tiny, but does its job. So this is her rec specs. This is her personal ones. Now we are borrowing from a friend. That's Steel Lily's dog gear. So these are going to be in here, but they are not mine. I'm borrowing them to see about if I personally like the extra large versus the large on her. But not only that, I lost the case and next is our anchor pull strap. This is here or enter the fall apart, but I don't really use it as much. This one was a guide handle that we were just starting out with. And then like guide harness handle that I do not like. And for the harness, for that TSA, this is the harness. It is paracord. And then the last two collars and leashes, the last two things for leashes, military style. It's still handled, but it's like a tactical military, so it's got that military clasp. And then this is a military dog bungee leash that's also a double handled. Do I like bungee leashes? No. But do I have one? Yes. When he was, if I needed her to do her go get help, I just put this on and there she goes. She can pull me as much as possible and not hurt herself or me. But it's also a great handle if I want to do double. Aww. Did you get this for mistake?
Huh?
Got these. Hero paws. Patience and love. Overside says the same thing. Pause for people. Actually, pause and pals. Sorry. This is going up since this is a winter vest. Cape made by me. Still learning at the time. Hero paws. Heroic paws. Basic Service dog and training, ink cape. Maggie's first cape, actually. Class reunion. Yeah. So sweet. $4:30. Why? Do you want me to just tag along and stay in the car? Let me know. Huh? Let me know. Because remember, you still wanted to go to Fort Fisher. Cape made by me. And it's a skirt. Vest made by me. By my cousin. Skirt on top. Some cape on the bottom. This matches my high school Glee Club dress. Also my graduation dress. Light guide harness. Military. Cape that's made by me. Was still learning capes at the time. And I really did not like this fabric, but it worked out perfectly. Lightweight cape. Vest made by me. It's a Hawaiian themed. Army cape that I had to take the clips off, but I would need it fixed anyways. Vest cape combo. But I also have to sew and fix. Got this one because I was traveling and I needed a lot of elbow space. And big pockets. Patience and Love vest for Ehlers Danlos. Best Cape Combo by Patience and Love. PTSD medical alert to service canine with symbols. It is glow in the dark for white. Love this on her. Active Dog mesh vest. That's a cape style with a pocket that have patches in. That is removable. And the buttons are from Disney and Universal because it's what she used and wore. River Dog Gear vest with 3 pockets. Vest I'm currently working on. The first vest I sewed by hand, Star Wars. Church vest. This is actually when I was getting better at sewing things with my sewing machine. Before my sewing machine broke. Christmas cape. There's a Santa on one side. Nice on the other. Do not touch service dog. I should have put service Santa or service Claus. But I didn't have enough iron on letters. And it does have a little book. I made to put that on there for purpose. Regular Vibrant Life dog harness. Another mesh vest. Just got mesh on the sides. Formal vest that I'm selling. Actually, no, I'm not. Sorry. I forgot I'm selling. This already sold. Another formal vest, but it's cute. Another vest. Oh. Another vest cape by Hero Paws. Oh. If you're wondering why I make gear and then I buy gear, is because of the fact I don't know how to make a lot of gear. But not only that, I want custom things for myself that I don't want to make. Another vest that I made for a customer that actually a friend that I'm holding for her. Same thing, holding this. This has a flaw on it, just at the top, but it's okay. Another vest I'm holding on for her. Maggie's birthday vest. Very cute. Birthday balloons. Another Active Dogs vest. This one's patriotic. So this has patches sewn onto it. Service dog at required. Service dog with medical symbol. Service dog on duty. I heart my service dog. Service dog on the sides, and then service dog do not pet. Keep your hands off me. I'm not that type of dog. There was a patch here, but it fell off when washing it. This is another vest. Just a red tactic, red vest. I think working service dogs. But I took the name off for so people don't go buy the vest. If you're not a service dog handler, I don't like to advertise. All mesh vests. Actually, all Velcro vests, sorry, with pockets. And heroic dog gear vest. Strawberry rosemary. Service rosemary themed. So pretty soon I'll be hitting Service Barnhill. But if we ever go see my family, she'll wear this for roseberries. I'm your service strawberry. Like I said, this is just me organizing my gear. Because it needs to be done. But any of my gear that my friend is not letting me hold on to her sheet for her, I'm holding on to her gear. She's already allowed me to use some gear if I needed to. But yeah, Active Dogs not Active Dogs, an industrial puppy vest. This is the only one I haven't been able to take off, but it is what it is. I mostly use this for dog walks if I want to label her, but I want her to be able to be a dog. I don't mind her getting this one dirty. I have 2 One Tigresses, Apollo 9s. Technically have 3. These are One Tigress. And this is a One Tigress. Love these vests. All Lactus Canine vests. there. That green handle is a BLD with a patient love banner. And Braver Hoons pull straps. I'm not getting that down because that's where it goes. This is also my wheelchair pull assistance harness if I wanted to, because it has a built-in handle for wheelchair pull. It's also lightweight. This harness is from Sunset Canine. Shop is no longer in service, and nor would I ever buy from them again because how shitty they made their gear. I didn't really buy this. This was just a trade, but even if she was still in service, I wouldn't buy from her. This is Maggie's first mobility harness. This is a Bridgeport. None of my dogs will ever go into Bridgeport. Just for desensitization, maybe, but for actual mobility, no, they'll go into BLD. No dog will ever go back in this. This is my other dog's harness. This is Arcadia Trail dog harness. This is a Beckett and Raven harness. I added some upgrades to it, like Velcro here, Velcro here. She could do handle banners, but I don't want to. I like my Velcro. And then this is an Arcadia Trail backpack harness as well. Hate this harness. I love it because the bags are big, but I hate it because the bags don't want to stay on. I did sew on patches to have like iron on one. So it's on one side says service dog cleanup pet, saving her life one day at a time. It has a poop bag dispenser. And then the other side, the patches came off, and so it just has Velcro. And it has a Velcro space up here. This goes on my door. This is another harness. This has service dog on both sides. It's light guide work and counterbalance, or just an everyday harness. But yeah, those are the harnesses. That go in my drawers and on my door. For this, 3 of her shoes. She's wearing one because she's got a hurt paw. I have my knee brace, an extra knee brace in here. Extra tree pelt, pouch belt, Sunset Canine, handle collar, patches. I have cooling collar, another vest I'm making. Cooling collar again. Service memory harness. The all shoes. And safety vests, rain coats, cooling coat, and another raincoat. And then her thunder shirt. Not her thunder shirt. Her shed defender. And then the extras that go in here is also her mink oil, conditioner, her thread lock, this, her Halloween costume, her Flick-Tilly, and then brushes, air cleaner, another lots of water bowl. I also have air tag holders. She does wear an air tag as well. Poop bags. Never have too many of these. I also have another pair of shoelaces that I like to go and keep her stuff in. Like, it's not shoelaces, but it goes in with her stuff. Her comb. I have also another all mesh vest I forgot to show you. This is also Active Dogs. And this is going to go with this bin. And then pencil, fine tooth comb, medical info for me in case I ever need it for traveling. I'm also putting our Disney bands in there because we are going to be going to Disney next year for our honeymoon. And then we have a Christian brush as well. That'll be going in there as well. So under this has another collar, our slip leaves, my cat's collar harness, cat's easy walk harness, and then this also holds our Velcro, our leash straps. So here's another leash strap by Patience and Love. Max and Neo. This shop made a patch collar. I don't know how to, I can't read the tag. But it's just a Velcro collar, Velcro patch tab. Like Velcro leash strap, sorry, that I can put a patch on. Psychiatric Service Dog. This is Coastal Collective. Service Dog, Ehlers Danlos Service Dog, Do Not Pet. Patience and Love. Patience and Love. Don't Know to Shop. And then Patience and Love. Love our leash straps. And then up on her harness is 2 leash straps that say working, and they're off Amazon. I'm even going to put this in here. It goes to Maggie's tactical harness. Eventually, yes, I want to get more of these. I have one in my cart that I'm looking at Walmart for $30. And I'll stack on top of that. Of course, I have paw bombs up there. Wonder Does for treats. I always have some food in my room just in case I run out, or just when I'm traveling. And then we do have a backpack that I use on my everyday basis. I have patches on it that live with it forever. Then the treat pouches, I have 3. Actually, I technically have 4. But one I don't use is just as a backup. So treat pouches. This one. This just holds treats. Because this started breaking in on our trip. A PetSafe brand. This is a prototype that I'm testing out for a friend of mine for D. Lily's gear. And then this is a treat pouch that it's technically a fanny pack, but I'm using it as a treat pouch. It's from Universal. So if you're wondering where I'm going to store these, I'm going to turn to my floor. I have these little hangers up here that go firmly on my wall. So gear that I like go on my door. So Freck Specs, my friend's Freck Specs. And then I also will be putting my fanny pack purse. And then gear that I like to store up there. So my Becker Raven harness. My backpack harness. I also have doggy wipes. Never go wrong with having too many treats. should have moved my deal. Alright, I'm changing my idea. Just coming over to my wall. So this is the Boldly Designs MSH. And I'm moving those back over here. Maggie, come here. Come on. I have a reward treat for her doing good today. I need to get her some more of these because she really loves these. Alright. Now you're probably wondering where the BLD, the Bridgeport's going. Well, just right on the door. Even though she don't wear it, I'm still putting it up there because that is her first harness. Alright, now turning over to here. Already put up. So right over here is her shoes that now you want to go through and her muzzles. She's got a guide handle full strap right here. These are my school books. These are harnesses and capes that do not fit over there. And then these have some things in there for her, but I'm not bringing those up. Alright. So this is her Braver Hoons light mobility harness and guide harness. I need to get a handle for guide work for this. But not right now. It's not a dire need. I can use this handle that don't match. I love this harness. Got it for traveling on Greyhound because it's got reflectors. Raglan harness with handles, pull straps, and patch tab. Mobility of service dog. This is a little bit different. It's an X back. Very much love this handle. It's even got my wheelchair pull assistance pull strap. Another cape. So on one side, so the size on this is a little bit different. On one side it says